What's up, guys? We're back working on the Z today, and I accidentally forgot to film the intro, or my camera didn't record it either way, so I'm not filming the front here, but today what we're doing is putting the whole front end back together, putting the fenders back on, and then putting the new hood and bumper on and seeing how they look. So it's got a cover on it, and you can't really see it much, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you the rear end here for now. But I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and jump into it. The first thing we're going to go ahead and do is put the fenders on, and then hopefully everything should fall into place from there. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, well as you can see we got the fenders bolted on, at least momentarily. I only put 2 bolts in them at the top here just to kind of hold them in place. I also put the hinges back on here. Quick note, there's a lot of rust on all this area right here. It's all surface rust, but I didn't go ahead and clean it up and paint it. So this is all going to have to come back off. I just kind of wanted to see how the new body kit's going to fit. So we got rusty bracket over there, rusty bracket over there, ready to go on. I found the pieces that I had lost some of the bolts. You can see that guy is not like the rest. I think those are M8 by 1.25, so if you need hinge bolts, that's what they are. So now I'm going to go ahead, pull the hood out of the box, and we'll see if we can get it up on here and see how it looks. Alright guys, well as you can see the hood is on, and it looks absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever used some low quality body kits before, but usually the gaps and everything on here are really bad. This is a very nice fitting hood. I just have everything kind of sitting on here for now. Nothing's really bolted down, but just as it sits, the gaps are really good. There's a little bit of unleveling just because I don't have the hood bumps in, but the gap is super consistent all the way up. It looks really good. The line right here matches perfectly all the way across. It looks really nice. So I'm super happy with how this came out. I still have stuff, you know, like, lift this up, the struts, and then the front, like, little locking stuff right here to put on, but that's probably going to be later. But for now, this is looking really nice. Super excited for how this is coming out, and I think we're going to go ahead and move on to the bumper now, because I really want to see how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox it, and we're going to see if we can go ahead and get it to mount up to here. I might put the hood struts on real quick just to see if everything fits, and as well to lift the hood up out of the way while we're putting the bumper on. So overall guys, super happy. Let's see if the bumper fits the same way. Alright guys, well I got the hood struts in, and they came out really well. There's actually 2 inserts on this hood, if you can see, for different angles. I'm not sure if it's different years or just different angles. That's the reason that they have 2, but I put it at the highest angle because that's going to give us the best amount of working space for right now. I might drop it down later, we'll see. But everything lines up really nicely. Everything threads with the original hardware, so this is all very nice. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the bumper, but I'm very pleased with how this is coming out. So like I said in the last video, guys, if you wanted one of these, you can import them from Knight Premium Imports, or Knight's Premium Imports, I think. I'll see if I can leave a description in the, or I'll leave a link in the description below. That's where I got mine. Otherwise, they're just KPI. You can find them, and I believe this brand is called Yoshida, but I could be wrong. So anyway, these are really nice. I really appreciate it. It's just coming out really good. So let's move on to the bumper now. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the bumper unboxed, and it looks just as good as it did last time. Super happy with it. The one thing I did notice is that we're going to have to transfer a bracket over from the old bumper to the new one. That's the piece that goes right along here. That's where the little hood latch catches, and it also helps hold this up onto the bumper. It actually comes up onto these guys right here. These, I think these 2, just to kind of hold it up onto this frame here. And then somebody else pointed out in the last video, the unboxing, that this is the front end for an 87 through 89. And if you're aware of my car, or if you're aware of Z's, you know that's an 86. So a little bit different, but what I am doing is the front end swap. So theoretically, the things you need to do a front end swap is a bumper, a hood, and headlights. I do have headlights already. I have a new bumper and a new hood, so hopefully we should be all good to do this. I didn't know that I needed to swap out my bracket from the old one over there, so fingers crossed that bracket fits onto this bumper. Otherwise, I'll have to find someone with a later model bumper and take the bracket from that one. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see if that'll swap over. But that was a question on the last one, and I forgot to mention it. I am doing a swap, so that is why this looks a little bit different than the original bumper. And if you wanted to do this on your 84 through 86, it has been done before. There's plenty of people who have front end swapped, and it's not a hard swap, it's just finding the parts, and it really helps when you get nice brand new parts from Japan. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if that bracket will transfer over, and if it does, we'll get this mounted, and if not, I'll be pretty sad, but we'll have to do it another day. So fingers crossed. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the bumper on. It doesn't quite fit because of the front end conversion. I have to get rid of this peg right here, or put a hole for it, so that the bumper will slot properly. You can see on this side it's keeping it pushed all the way out from the fender. So I got a bunch of tape on here holding everything up, and then I tried to put the front lip on as well, but it's kind of having the same fitment issues where the bumper isn't fit, so it isn't fit either. But overall, it looks really, really good. I'm super duper happy with how this whole kit came out. It looks really, really high quality. I'm really excited to kind of get all these together. I did realize, I figured out, this metal piece that was underneath the bumper right here. And then there's actually metal pieces on the headlight buckets themselves. Those are not transferable between 84-386 and 87-389. I knew the headlights wouldn't be, but I was hoping this piece would be, but they're not. So I'm going to have to find a donor bumper that I can get those metal pieces off of. Something that'll just support it and then pull it forward here so that everything lines up properly. Hopefully I can find one of those. If not, I'll just have to fabricate my own, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but extra time and effort that I don't want to put in. So fingers crossed I can find a donor bumper that has all that, and then hopefully we can get this fitted up here soon. Like I said, guys, I'm super happy with this. There should be a link in the description if you guys want to go check out the different offerings that they have at KPI for these body kits. There's a couple that are a little bit more aggressive, and then there's just stock pieces like this hood that is done in carbon fiber. You can actually get fenders in carbon fiber. That was very tempting because this fender looks like garbage and I kind of wanted a new one. But I went ahead and going to stick with the steel for now because I do want my car to be white, and there's no point in getting carbon fiber if you're just going to do white anyways. So overall, guys, I'm super duper happy with this. I'm really glad we were able to do this weekend. Gives a lot of inspiration and motivation to keep on going, knowing just how good this is going to look when it's done. So, if you guys have any questions, definitely drop a comment down below, and hopefully next week we can get back to working on the engine, and maybe even getting this bumper retrofit. So, fingers crossed, and I'll see you guys next week.